Welcome to our second day of our STEM Talent Search Make and Take Camp. We're so excited that you're here with us today on our YouTube channel, going to watch our video and participate in something called cookie mining. Going to be using chocolate chip cookies to do a STEM project involving thinking about mining and thinking about mining in the earth and taking out precious materials from the earth, but how that also affects the planet that we live on. Here's what you'll need from the kit that you picked up yesterday. You'll need the cookie mining activity sheet that has an example picture of how it's going to be laid out. You'll need the blank mining site worksheet that we gave you. And you also will need the cookie mining activity analysis form. We also gave you a bag, hopefully you didn't get into them last night, of chocolate chip cookies, and there's actually a toothpick in there. That's all the materials that you'll need to be able to do this experiment with us. So if you don't have it laid out already, clear off your table, pause the video, and get everything set. Okay, so to begin, we're going to be using our mining site and using a cookie to represent digging, actually having a mine in the earth. And so the first thing you do is you take your sheet, you take one of your cookies, hopefully one is whole, and you're gonna put it down on your sheet. Now once you put it down, you can't move it, so think about it carefully. You notice on your sheet, water droplets, little teddy bears, it shows some pieces of earth. Those are natural resources. So we don't want our mine to take over the natural resources, but it's gonna end up happening. So find a spot where you want to start that doesn't take up too many natural resources. I'm gonna pick right here. It covers up a few of the water droplets. Then you're gonna take a pen or a pencil and actually have to make a circle around where you put the cookie. So I'm making my circle here around where I put my cookie. And again, you're not gonna move your cookie, you're gonna leave it right there. Now it's time for the mining. I'm gonna grab my toothpick out and I'm trying to mine the chocolate chips. What that means is I'm gonna try to get the chocolate chips out of the cookie without breaking it, without picking up the cookie, but trying to take the cookie apart using almost like a toothpick, like you would use a pickaxe. The cookie's gonna move around some, but try to keep it within your circle. Now, I'm gonna give you some time to do this mining because this takes a little bit of time. So I'm gonna say to you, you wanna pause your video and go ahead and get to mining. You wanna try to mine all of the chocolate chips out of the cookie. And so that's gonna take a little bit of time. So go ahead and pause your video, get to mining, and then push play when you're ready. I'm not gonna do the whole entire cookie, but I wanted you to see it quickly makes a mess that gets outside the circle. Oh, I got one precious piece out. I'm gonna leave that there. But as you can see, after a while, whew, got crumbs going everywhere. So once you've mined everything, you have to go back and you make a second circle. Now again, I'm not doing the whole thing right now. Yours is gonna look different than mine, but you have to go make a second circle around all of your crumbs. Ooh, one went off the table. Off of your crumbs and debris from your mining, because mining affects the environment. That's what the whole point of this is. To get mined things, to get maybe coal, you're gonna have to affect the environment that you're around. So I'm gonna make my new circle, because I had crumbs all the way over here. Not even a circle anymore, just whatever shape to capture all your crumbs. Whoa, crumbs. Man, those crumbs went farther than I thought. Okay. So as you can see, I have my original circle, or maybe you can kind of see, original circle, and then I have my bigger area where my crumbs and my mined chocolate chips are. And yours would be bigger than that because you're gonna go through the whole entire cookie. Okay, so now that I've done my mining, let's look at this activity sheet and do a little bit of analysis. So it says, how many chocolate chips did you extract? So for me, I did 3. Hopefully you will get more than 3 out. Tally up the number of natural resources affected by your mining company. So now I'm gonna move my cookie because I probably should have did that first. So the start of mining, there was 1, 2, 3. I chose a spot that had 3 water droplets Zero recreation, zero topsoil, zero animal habitat. But now after the mining, let's see how many things. So animal habitat, 1, 2, 3 animal habitats. Recreation areas, just one recreation area, okay? Water, they had the original 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my goodness, look at that. And then topsoil, I'm counting there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, so I can definitely see my mining has impacted the environment for sure. The question said, hey, how did you decide where to place your mining site at the start of the activity? I placed mine where I thought it was going to do less damage, but it still ended up doing a lot of damage. So I thought about doing less damage. I can just tell you all my answers. Then it says, how was your land changed by the mining? So if I look at my chart and my numbers, the amount of water resources that I impacted with my mining, maybe putting dirt and debris into fresh water, that was the most. It was 3 at the beginning, it ended up being 15 were impacted by my mining. So imagine if you live near these water. Imagine you live near a lake or a stream and you use that as a part of how you cook your food or you need fresh, clean water. Well, now that this mine came to town, they come and they're putting toxins and dirt in polluting your water source. So that's how my mine changed my landscape. It says, then you can describe 2 ways the activity modeled the effects of mining. So I'll let you all think about that. Some ways that this activity was a model for mining. So think about how you were with the cookie and you were mining and you were picking apart and making a lot of dust and crumbs. And think about Mother Nature and thinking about going out to like a side of a mountain per se and putting, you're blasting it open because you want to get coal. And so you're blasting it, you get smoke in the air, rocks tumbling everywhere. You're impacting the environment, even though what you're getting is coal. Coal, might be saying, Miss Sabrina, coal for what? Coal to power trains, coal that gives energy for some items. That's just one example. And then at the end of the activity, you swept up the crumbs and you cleaned up your area. So if I tried to sweep up my crumbs, if I tried to eat my cookie, you're welcome to eat your cookies after you're done because science is hard work and this is brain food. Not the best brain food, but it is brain food. But can that be done for mining? So like I tried to make it better just now with this, and even if I threw it away, in real life, can you go back and fix? Once you made these mines, can you make the earth better? Once you go into these areas and you put pollution in the water, or maybe pollution, or maybe animal habitats, maybe you destroy a field where deer used to eat. Can you make that right again once you make a mine? These are some good, important questions. So I hope that you enjoyed today's activity. A few things to remind you of. We're doing 2 drawings every day for participants who either use the Flipgrid. So if you go back to your packet of papers, it has the Flipgrid code for today. So put in that code and then take a little video of you doing your activity. And we'll choose 2 winners every day. We had 2 winners yesterday, and then we'll have 2 more winners today. And they get to win a special prize that we'll reach out to them about that. Also, come back to this YouTube video, watch it again if you need to. And then we also will look forward to you all joining us. Miss Bell will be back tomorrow to do our next experiment using your KiwiCo kits. Thanks again for joining us. If you have any questions, you can always send us an email at ets@tcc.fl.edu. Have a good day.